Today's session, inshallah, we continue the Sealed Nectar and we're going to talk about the Arabized Arabs. So let's get started. The Arabized Arabs go back in ancestry to their great grandfather Ibrahim alayhi salam from a town called Or near Kufa on the west bank of the Euphrates in Iraq. Excavations brought to light great details of the town, Abraham's family, and the prevalent religions and social circumstances. It's known that Ibrahim alayhi salam left Ur for Haran and then for Palestine, which he made headquarters for his message. He wandered all over the area. When he went to Egypt, the Pharaoh tried to do evil to his wife Sarah, but Allah saved her, and the Pharaoh's wicked scheme recoiled on him. He thus came to realize her strong attachment to Allah, and in acknowledgement of her grace, the Pharaoh rendered his daughter Hajar at Sarah's service. But Sarah gave Hajar to Abraham as a wife. Abraham returned to Palestine where Hajar gave birth to Ishmael. Sarah became so jealous of Hajar that she forced Abraham to send Hajar and her baby away to a plantless valley on a small hill in Hijaz, by a sacred house, exposed to the whirring of floods coming right and left. He chose for them a place under a lofty tree above Zamzam near the upper side of the mosque in Mecca, where neither people nor water was available. Then Hajar followed him and said, "Where are you going and leaving us in this valley, in which there is no one and nothing in it?" She repeated that to him many times, but he didn't look back at her. Then she asked him, "Has Allah commanded you to do so?" He said, "Yes." She said, "Then He will not neglect us." What a great word that indicates a deep faith, great reliance, and boundless trust in the Creator of the earth and the heavens. After that, Abraham went back to Palestine, leaving his wife and baby, a leather case with some dates and a bottle of water. Not before long, they ran out of both food and water. But thanks to Allah's favor, water gushed forth to sustain them for some time. The whole story of Zamzam Spring is already known to everybody, but if you want to know more about it, tell me in the comments below. Abraham used to go to Mecca every now and then to see his wife and son. The number of these journeys is still unknown, but authentic historical resources spoke of four runs. Allah stated in the Noble Quran that Abraham saw in his dream that he slaughtered his son Ishmael, and therefore Abraham stood up to fulfill his order. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فلما أسلم وتله للجبين وناديناه أن يا إبراهيم قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين إن هذا لهو البلاء المبين وفديناه بذبح عظيم. Then, when they had both submitted themselves to the will of Allah, and he had laid him prostrate on his forehead, and we called out to him, "O Abraham, you have fulfilled the dream. Verily, thus do we reward the muhsineen, good doers, who perform good deeds totally for Allah's sake only, without any show-off, or to gain praise or fame. Verily, that indeed was a manifest trial. And we ransomed him with a great sacrifice." It's mentioned in the Genesis that Ishmael was 13 years older than his brother Isaac. The sequence of the story of the sacrifice of Ishmael showed that it really happened before Isaac's birth, and that is Allah's promise to give Abraham another son, Isaac, came after narration of the whole story. This story spoke of one journey at least before Ishmael became a young man. Al-Bukhari, on the authority of Ibn Abbas, reported the other three journeys. When Ishmael became a young man, he learned Arabic at the hand of the tribe of Jurhum, who loved him with a great admiration and gave him one of their women as a wife. Soon after his mother died, Having wanted to see his wife and son again, Abraham came to Mecca after Ishmael's marriage, but he didn't find him at home. He asked Ishmael's wife about her husband and how they were doing. She complained of poverty, so he asked her to tell Ishmael to change his doorstep. Ishmael understood the message, divorced his wife, and got married to the daughter of Mudad ibn Amir, chief of the tribe of Jurhum. Once more, Abraham came to see his son, but again didn't find him at home. He asked his new wife the same previous question, to which she thanked Allah. Abraham asked her to tell Ishmael to keep her doorstep. He meant to keep her other wife and went back to Palestine. A third time, Abraham came to Mecca to find Ishmael shopping an arrow under a lofty tree near Zamzam. The meeting, after a very long journey of separation, was very touching for a father, so affectionate and so dutiful and righteous son. This time, father and son rebuilt Al Kaaba and raised its pillar, and Abraham, in compliance with Allah's commandment, called unto people to make pilgrimage to it. Now a question is raised. Who built the Kaaba at the first time? Who knows the answer? Tell me in the comments below. And that's enough for now. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.